Hi. It shouldn't be too surprising that I've always been good at English in school. Fluent speaker, excellent command of English were comments that I often get from teachers. I always thought that they were all true. Until one day, I was at a cafe in a London street. "Would you like a cuppa, darling?" I was literally speechless. Cuppa? Darling? Is he really speaking English? Well, it didn't take me long to realize that the only person which wasn't speaking English was, well, me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's a flash. The English we learned from school is not the English native speakers actually use. When was the last time you heard the phrase, "in my opinion," on BBC, or, as I mentioned, on CNN, next to, well, never? If I were to manage the $500 million language fund, I'd say, drop the textbook, pick up the language. We should promote the use of English in the community, not the classroom. We should create an English-speaking learning environment so that people can pick up the language, not spoon-fed with obsolete phrases. That said, I'm not saying that the $500 million should all be spent on creating an English environment. Of course, I'll never forget my own mother tongue, Cantonese. What happened to the beautiful language in which poems were written in the Tang Dynasty? And what happened to the rhythmic language of which does not turn our complex culture into only 4 tones? These days, we see the skyrocketing status of Putonghua. Yes, it is important, but at the same time, why do you have to underrate our mother tongue? If I were to manage the $500 million language fund, I'd say, speak Cantonese properly. You firmly believe you speak proper Cantonese, don't you? Well, how can I blame you when even news reporters and DJs replace the NG sound with an N? And how can I blame you when hardly anyone speaks completely Cantonese? I say we should have a better Cantonese campaign. Books, schools, community, mass media, everybody should be a part of it. We should be truly proud of our own language. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you want to speak proper English and speak them beautifully? Don't you want to speak Cantonese the way it is meant to be? I do. And that's what I'd do with the $500 million language fund. Thank you.